Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Piandes, and I'm here to do another craft with you. Before we do it, I just want to say that these crafts are for my class at school, and because we are home during coronavirus, I am doing the crafts with you online. So this craft is a Mother's Day card with three-dimensional tulips on top. So let's get started. What you'll need for this craft is some crayons, a glue stick, a pencil, a marker, or a black crayon, either will do, a ruler, and some paper. If you have cardstock, that would be the best kind of paper, or colored paper, but that's okay if you don't. So let's start with the flower pot. I sent you a template that looks like this. If you don't have the template, you can draw the flower pot on a piece of paper. What I'd like you to do is fold the paper in half first and then draw a flower pot. This one is about, the top of it's about 1.5 inches, and it's about 6 inches wide, and then it comes down into a V shape with the flat bottom. After you've drawn or printed out your template, you open it up again. Take another piece of paper. This is if you don't have cardstock, because we want it to be nice and sturdy. And we're going to glue this whole piece of paper onto the back of this one. So now it's nice and thick. And you're going to cut out. If you drew one, you can fold it up and cut out. And then you'll have two nice and heavy flower pots. I want you to color one. I colored mine like a purple color. So I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to glue just that top piece right here. Just the top, not the bottom. And I'm going to put my one that I colored right on top. Here's my flower pot. Then I'm going to write my message on the front, and I'm going to write Happy Mother's Day. And that looks like that. Happy Mother's Day. And on the inside, I open my flap. I'm going to bend it a little. And I'm going to write, I love you. And my name inside the flap. And I love you looks like this. I put an exclamation point at the end of my I love you. So now we have a flower pot. We bent it up a little and it can actually stand up. So we're going to put that aside, and now we need to make our stems. I want you to take a piece of paper and fold it into fours. So fold it in half this way and then fold it in half this way. Then I want you to cut so that you have 4 pieces of paper. One, two, three, 4. If you have cardstock, you don't need to do this part. I'm going to glue, lots of glue on this, all 4 pieces right on top of each other, so I have a nice thick piece of paper. And the reason I'm doing 4 is because the stems are going to hold up the flowers, and so the stems have to be very strong. Okay, then I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to draw 4 stems, and then I'll color it. Then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut my stems. Actually, I made a mistake, boys and girls. You only need 3. Here are my 3 stems. So I'm going to take my flower pot and I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to put glue on each stem. The glue is going to go on the bottom and it's going to go on the green side. And I'm going to put 1 on one side, put 1 in the middle, and 1 on the other side. So make sure you're gluing on the green side because we want the green stem to be facing out when we look at it this way. Now we're ready for our tulips. I sent you a template that has what we call a teardrop shape. If you don't have the template, you can draw a teardrop. This teardrop's about 2 inches wide and 2 inches tall. You can draw one and use it as a template. You'll need 9 teardrops to make 3 flowers. These are the petals. Once that's done, you're going to color whatever color you want, but just remember that 3 petals makes 1 flower, so 3 have to be the same. And so they look good when you fold them and make them 3-dimensional. You need to color the back. But I'll show you a little trick. If you hold it up to a window, you can see the back, and you could trace it and color it. So after I've colored my tulips back and front, I'm going to take 3 of them of the same color. 1 of them I'm going to put flat on my table. Then I'm going to take another one and I'm going to fold it in half long ways so there's a point at the top. I'll do that with my other one too. Fold that in half and there's a point at the top. I'm going to put some glue on my base petal on each side. You see what I'm doing? And then I am going to put my folded ones with the fold side facing in. And I'm going to put it on an angle. The fold side is facing in, and I'm putting it on an angle. And there's my beautiful 3-dimensional tulip. When you have all your tulips done, you're going to take your card, you're going to put glue on your stems, and you're going to place your tulips, 1 on each stem. And there you have your beautiful 3-dimensional Mother's Day card. Thanks for joining me for this video. I miss you guys so much, and I can't wait till we're back in class together.